Happy New Year! Today is the 1st of January 2025. I started off probably having about 30 mils in a cup, and then over the weeks I realised that when I measured it the other day, I realised I'd gradually increased to 60 mils per cup. And I was having about 3 of those a day, so that's like 600 calories just in cream each day. So if you've not been here before, my name is Sue. Welcome to my channel. I've been eating a carnivore diet now for 2 years and 8 months, roundabout. And I've had some amazing health benefits from this way of eating. And I still have a whole lot of weight to lose. And so I've decided that because it is World Carnivore Month from today, so January is World Carnivore Month, I am going to do BBBE for 30 days. So if you don't know what BBBE is, it stands for bacon, beef, butter, eggs. And this is something that Dr. Ken Berry has coined and that a lot of people do just as a bit of a challenge and to see how it benefits their health. There's a whole lot of motorbikes just going along the road out there. Okay. Quiet now. So January is World Carnivore Month, and so I thought this was the best time, as good a time as any anyway, to do BBBE. So I've never done this before. I've thought about it, I've talked about it, I have watched other people do it, but I've never actually tried it. I've tried doing the Lion diet a couple of times, which is red meat, salt and water only, and had a really hard time on that. Both times I ended up quitting because my digestive system didn't like it. And so I'm interested to see how I go now, 2 years and 8 months into my journey without any plants. So if you don't know what BBBE is, as I said, it's beef, bacon, butter and eggs. So what can I eat? I can eat beef, obviously, but I can also eat lamb, venison, any ruminant meats, goat. For me, it'll be beef and lamb. They're the two that I tend to eat. Venison very occasionally, but I don't have any in the freezer, so it'll probably be beef and lamb. Butter, so that's the only dairy product that we can eat on BBBE. Bacon. Now, I'm not a huge fan of bacon. I do eat it occasionally. I occasionally enjoy it. I find a lot of the time when I eat it, I don't enjoy it. So I really don't buy it much now. But I do eat pork belly. So that will be my bacon. It's just unprocessed bacon. So I went and bought some pork belly today. And I will be cutting that up. And I love it air fried with salt. It's so good. I just chop it into chunks about 1 inch by 1 inch. Pop it in the air fryer with some salt for 20 minutes, just at the standard temperature it comes up on, 200 degrees Celsius I think it comes up on, my one. And I just cook that for 20 minutes and it's amazing. Love, love, love it. So I'll be eating that, and I will also be eating eggs. Now I'm undecided whether I'm going to allow myself tea or coffee. Of late I have not really been drinking any. If I do drink coffee, it's decaf. I haven't really been drinking much at all. Maybe once a week or once a fortnight, if that. But I have been drinking a coffee kind of substitute. It's dandelion and chicory root roasted, and it's really nice, and I do like that. So I'm undecided whether I'm going to allow myself to continue to have that. Part of the reason for doing this was that I wanted to get myself off all plants and just see how my body responds. So today I haven't had any tea or coffee. I've just had water. I am taking berberine. That's the only thing. I've just started taking berberine again, and I want to keep taking that. So that will be probably the one plant that I continue taking at the moment. But yeah, I want to see how my body goes without the plants, and I also want to see if I can start getting my weight going down again, because on this journey my weight loss has been really slow, and just lately I've regained 4 kilos. It was just about 5 kilos the other day, but it's gone back down again a bit. And I'm not sure why that's gone back on. I think maybe part of the reason, or maybe the reason, is that I've been playing around with my eating times, and I switched my main meal to the morning but then decided I was going to lower my protein at each meal and ended up eating 3 meals a day. And I don't think that that's the best option for my body. I think it keeps my blood glucose and my insulin levels too high. And so I suspect because my fasting time wasn't long enough, by the time I had breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'm only allowing maybe 11 or 12 hours between those 2 meals, the dinner and the breakfast, and I don't think that really works for me. So from today, I'm doing 1 or 2 meals a day again. I'm gonna try eating in the morning still, just for the cortisol benefits, because that was the reason for switching that over, and try and eat my second meal before about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. That doesn't always work for me with work, but like today it has. So I'm not eating for the rest of the day and will fast through to breakfast tomorrow morning. So I suspect that that's part of the problem. And then in just more recent weeks, I've had a bit of a dairy binge, which is not kind of normal for me. I don't usually do a whole lot of dairy. I can go for ages without cheese. Doesn't really bother me, but I got on a bit of a binge with the cream in my dandelion coffee, because I like cream in my decaf. Now I discovered that I liked it in the dandelion as well, and so I started having that in my dandelion tea or coffee, and I started off probably having about 30 mils in a cup, and then over the weeks I realised that when I measured it the other day, I realised I gradually increased to 60 mils per cup. I was having about 3 of those a day, so that's like 600 calories just in cream each day. So not ideal. And then the week before Christmas, I made a carnivore type cheesecake, which hubby and I ate. I made it to test it to see what it was like using pork rinds as a base. And so we ate that the week before Christmas, and then I ended up actually making a baked cheesecake for Christmas, and we brought half of that home, and so we finished that off, and it was huge. It was nice, but it was huge. So it's been quite the dairy binge over the last few weeks, and so BBBE, no dairy, and time to get off of that and stop with the cream, because the cream in the drinks is like dessert, and I just have a bit of a cream addiction once I get started, I think. So I need to be mindful of that. I'd have trouble having sober behaviour with it, put it that way. And so my goals with BBBE is, as I said, to see how I go without the plants and see how I feel, and also hopefully start getting some weight off again. But it's funny with the weight, because before I gained the weight, my body fat, so I've got Tanita scales, and I'll pop a link to those scales below so you can have a look at them if you want to check them out. Now, these scales are apparently fairly accurate. It depends on how much water you've drunk. If you are dehydrated, it will show your body fat as being higher than it actually is. But most of the time it kind of stays reasonably steady-ish, between maybe 1 or 2%. Now, average before I regained this weight, I was weighing in at 91 kilos and about 42% body fat. And now that I've regained some weight, I am 95 kilos. Yeah, 95 kilos. And either 40 or 41% body fat. Now, when I actually work out how much fat that is in weight, it's not a huge difference. So when I actually work out the amount of body fat that is between the two different weights and percentages, there's less than a kilo difference between them. So the 91 kilos at 40% body fat works out at 38.22 kilos, and then the 95 kilos at 41% body fat works out at 38.95 kilos. I've got it written down here. So it's only 600 grams difference, which kind of amazed me. But I think I'm back exercising now, so I've been kind of exercising. I'm wondering if I've put on more muscle underneath all the fat, because that's happened to me in the past. Like I remember when I was in my early 40s and I started going to the gym. For a year, I gained body fat and muscle. So I eventually slimmed down, but initially it was like I was kind of getting a bit larger because I was gaining both. And so I'm kind of wondering if there's something like that going on, because I've been taking a supplement, calcium AKG, and the reason I started taking that was because Nick Norwitz said that it helps to protect the digestive system from stress, which of course is a thing for me. So I thought, I'll try it and start taking it. But it also has all these anti-aging benefits. I'll link to it below if you want to check it out. It has all these anti-aging benefits, and it helps your body to build muscle. And so I'm wondering if that's what's going on, because I'm just about at the end of the first bottle, and so I'm wondering if that's having some kind of effect. I mean, I did a video just before Christmas talking about anti-aging effects of the carnivore diet, and I put in these scans, which I'll show you here. Now, these scans show the difference in my body in the last 10 months, which blew me away. Like, I was amazed at the difference. And so I'm kind of wondering whether there's something like that going on. I'm not really sure. There's something going on. And even though my jeans are feeling tighter around the waist, I'm definitely thicker around the middle than I was. I don't know that I've expanded as much as you would imagine with 4 kilos on my frame. So I don't know. The scales are kind of telling me, with the body fat side of things, that maybe things aren't as bad as I think that they are, but I have definitely still gained some weight. So I want to get that off, and more, because I've still got like probably 20 kilos to lose. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with all of this. The whole weight thing is still, it's my nemesis at the moment, my little thing that bugs me, or big thing that bugs me, that I kind of really want to sort out. And it always seems like when I try and sort it out, things go in the opposite direction for me. It's been a thing for a long time. Whereas if I just cruise and focus on my health, then things get better. And maybe there's a lesson in that, but we'll see. I'm still focusing on my weight right now. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. If I will be reporting in on the BBBE thing and letting you know how I go. So if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe if you've not already. Make sure to like and share with anyone who may be interested. If you've got any comments or questions, pop those below. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble, and I will talk to you again another day. Goodbye for now.